Hello everyone, this is Satya from Tech1. So in this video we are going to see in Revit how the component placement are made much simple and easier by controlling the dimension. Okay, let's move on to the topic. I will explain how this works. So first I'm just going to place a component. Say in this you are able to see it's a precast wall. So in this wall, I'm just going to place a bottom grout tube. So component, place a component. So I'm just going to place a grout tube, like facing a breather in this side. Let's just place it randomization for 4 panels or 3 panels. Okay, done. So now you are able to see one thing. Whatever the component I placed is not at all a uniform one. To make this a uniform, to make this a controlled with reference to the dimension, we're just going to do some step. The first thing, I just need to provide a dimension for this component from the panel edge. So it's done. So now we are able to see a dimension for the component is provided, but it still is not over. Then I just need to convert this dimension into a parameter. Normally in last block we are able to see uh, like the parametrics might include the data or identity data, but in this we are just going to convert the dimension into a parameter. So how? Just selecting the dimension, you are automatically it will be moved on to modify dimension, and in this I have to click on to this button, that is create a parameter with reference to this dimension. So I'm just going to create a parameter. So the component name is grout tube, so I'm just going to place a grout tube dimension, grout tube dim, simple grout tube dim. It discipline all freeze, that's common length, it's a dimension world 1. Okay, so once I converted, now this dimension is a parametric dimension and it's a global parameter dimension. So that's the reason if I select to this, you are able to see this pencil mark. It's like it's a notation of global parameter. I just want to control this. Just by selecting this, I'm just going to change the dimension from 360 to 250, say. Now it's a constraint one. Okay, this end okay, but what about the other end? So I have to control, right? So the same process. Now this dimension is 290. So let's provide dimension for everything. 550, 670. So what I'm going to do was, it's very simple. Just select all the dimension together. Once the dimension is selected, it will move on to modify. In modify, we already created a label, right? That is the global parameter. I'm just going to call this dimension for global parameter. Just drop down this button, that is the drop down box, and then select the grout tube type. So now you are able to see the grout tubes are automatically shifted. Okay, I will show you a clear or representation how it is happening. So now it is 390. Okay, this component is constrained to this dimension. So once if this dimension was, it's connected to global parameter, while this dimension is getting updated, the component will get automatically shifted with respect to this dimension. So by this method we are able to arrange the component in a very easier and simple manner. And thank you all.